Okay. What door you want? I want door fucking 7. Let's go. I'm gonna go with door fucking 7 because I feel like it. Alright, here we go. Into door 7. Doop 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 doop. Clover is the best girl by far. And the operating room, where we light shit on fire. Or wait, no. We don't like. Oh god, it's this fucking puzzle. Right, okay. I don't know, like we just pick up some shit, right? This puzzle's so fucking dumb. Like I don't even there's like this one, right? Okay. I did this shit. I think we grabbed something, yeah. I need like forceps or something. I don't remember how we're supposed to get that shit out. Okay, this crap. Oh right, this is where I was supposed to get it to a certain thing. Last time I like brute forced it because I'm a retard. And I don't know how I'll do it this time. I still think it's pretty funny that I like brute forced it. Okay, here we go. Here's this key. What? Fuck, I don't remember where. There's like another room. Where's the other fucking room? Alright. Alright. How do I get to the other fucking room? I don't have anything. Oh, there must be a key that I'm missing. Is it here? I hell don't remember what the fuck I'm doing here. There's just a way. We gotta get to the other room, but where the fuck is the other room? Oh, there it is. How did I not pick that before? There we go. Alright, here's the forceps. Alright, let's get this shit out of here. There we go. Wait, that's it? Just the organ? There's gotta be some other shit. There's a key or some shit. Wait, what is this fucking organ for again? It's a lung. Oh, did we combine? I don't know. Did we cut this? Oh, there we go. Man, that I fucking forgot this shit. I don't even remember doing that. All right. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're in there. Going in here. This shit. All right. Fucking beam of light. There we go. How do we turn this shit on? I found a beaker. Alright, nah, I fucking never. I think we can go in here. Oh, no. Oh, I need the water. Can I grab the beaker? Can't. Oh, fuck, how do I do this? But I'm tired. Oh, can I go this way and open that door now? Oh, yeah, I can. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's this shit. Oh, okay, this is super dumb. Does anybody know the number? Because I don't remember the number. 349. Okay, thank you. I was like, I don't want to fucking. Alright, 349. Okay, there we go. Alright, get the shit. Get the heart. Is there anything else in this room? I don't think so. How did we get the water? It's the other room in... Oh, there we go. Blue liquid. Red liquid. I think that's all we need. Okay. Fuck. What the fuck? Oh, this... Oh my god, this stupid story. Like the molecules were communicating with one another. Fucking shit. Transmitting information in a way humans can perceive. This phenomenon spread through the world, right? Junpei looked up at Seven with half a smirk. Seven stared at him, dumbfounded. Yeah, that's it. But how did you know? I heard another story, kind of like that one. When? In the freezer. What, the freezer? Junpei told Seven the story he'd heard from June in the freezer in the kitchen. How one day, glycerin began to crystallize, and the story of ice that wouldn't melt at room temperature. When Junpei was done, Seven looked thoughtful, absent-mindedly rubbed his scar on his chin. Ice that doesn't melt at room temperature, huh? That sound familiar? Yeah, hold up. I feel like I can remember something. It's right there. Seven squinted. His eyes stared off into space as if he were trying desperately to focus on something far away. Do you know about Ice-9? Do you know about Ice-9? Ice-9? Ice-9, Ice-9. Ice. Suddenly, Seven's eyes shot open. That's it! I remember now! That woman, she's on the boat! That woman? Alice! Who's Alice? Come on, the woman who won't melt at room temperature. What? It became clear to Seven that Junpei had no idea what he was talking about. He ran his hand across his face and took a deep breath. You know how the Titanic sank on April 5th, 1912, right? Yeah, more than 1,500 people died. Worst maritime accident in history. What about it? Did you hear about the boat that was sent to collect the dead bodies? I think it was the RMS Carpathia. How do you know that? It was a cruise liner just like the Titanic. No, that was the ship that picked up the survivors. The ship that collected the dead bodies was the CS Mackay Bennett. The Mackay Bennett showed up on April 17th, 2 days after the accident. It sailed from Halifax, a port in Canada, and recovered 306 bodies. The Atlantic that far north was really cold. It would have to be, if it had to be icebergs and stuff. Anyway, the bodies they pulled out of the water were frozen solid. That's not a very nice story, so what happened next? Well, they say the Mackay Bennett recovered something more than just dead bodies. There were various bits of stuff floating around the water, things that drowned had carried with them, or stuff dislodged as the ship sank. One of the things they found was a coffin. A coffin? Yeah, a wooden one. The craftsman who made it must have been pretty skilled. It wasn't just a wooden coffin, it was all wood. There were no nails, reinforcements, there were no gaps in the wood anywhere. It was airtight. The crew got pretty curious about what would be inside and opened it up. They had to get a wedge and hammer it open. It was so well made. Inside, they found a woman. Or I guess you could say they found the dead body of a woman. Her hair was thick and black, and her skin was deep brown. It didn't show any signs of age or decomposition. They say that she looked gorgeous, like a goddess. She was obviously dead, but everyone who looked at her said she looked just like she was sleeping. Her skin was so lifelike, she looked like she might wake up any minute. She didn't, though. Just like the rest of the bodies they'd found, she was frozen solid. Eventually, the Mackay Bennett finished the search and returned to Halifax. The 306 bodies were unloaded and taken ashore. However, it was warm enough that they began to melt. They say that the stink was horrible, but there was one body that they didn't thaw. The girl in the coffin. That's right. Everybody thought for sure she'd melt and start to rot like the rest of them eventually, but weeks passed and nothing happened. Then a month had passed, and another. It was summer and she was still frozen solid. After a while, people started to say that she was some sort of miracle. What the fuck is this? Rumors about the girl started to spread, and people came to visit Halifax from all over. After a while, people started to call her All Ice. God damn it. Alice. Elise? Of course, those rumors didn't last long. Why? Well, she up and disappeared. One day, Alice was there. The next day, she wasn't. They say someone snuck in where they were keeping her and stole the body. With the body gone, the rumors followed pretty quickly. After a while, no one remembered her. You might be able to find something about her if you could find a newspaper from back then, but that's about it. Wait, you just said that she was on this boat. Yeah, I did. Alice has got to be somewhere on this ship. Now, why the hell would you say something like that? 'Cause I know. And just what is it that you know? What happened to Alice after she was stolen? Junpei gulped. Alright. Tell me. What happened to Alice? Seven nodded slowly and took on the look of a man recalling something long buried. Well, around that time, the word was that there was a thriving black market in New York. I mean, I'm sure there still is, but this was special. All millionaires from around the world. I heard that Alice went out for auction. The person who won the auction was Lord Dashiell Gordain. You heard that name before, right? Sir Gordain, isn't that the guy who bought the Gigantic? The Titanic sister shit? God damn it. Yeah, that's him, although I guess he hadn't done that yet. What do you mean? Gordain bought Alice in 1912. Then 4 years later, in 1916, he bought the Gigantic. And he hid Alice somewhere on the Gigantic. But no one knows where. He died in 1931. And apparently he died without ever telling anyone where Alice was hidden. However, what? Well, he did have one close friend who asked him, "Where is Alice?" And he said, "Alice sleeps in this small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge, beneath the navel of the Gigantic." What the hell is that? Some kind of riddle? Your guess is as good as mine. Seven threw his hands up in defeat. So that's it. Whatever you think, I believe it. She's hidden somewhere on the Gigantic. In other words, she's hidden somewhere on this ship. Before Junpei could dispute Seven's rather bizarre claim, they heard Clover's voice from the door. She did not sound pleased. Hey, what are you two doing over there? Stop wasting time and get over here. Okay, we're coming. Ugh. Seven looked at Junpei. Yeah, so anyways, that's the story. It might be useful someday. Don't forget it. With that cryptic remark, he turned and left the room. Junpei was left behind to ponder what he'd just heard. He tried to remember what June had told him earlier. That mummy wasn't just a normal mummy. They say she was frozen. The story says that from the time of its discovery all the way to when it was put on the Titanic, even though it was carried through the desert, her body never melted. Was that Egyptian priestess Alice? Had the water in her body become Ice-9? No, that's nuts. There's no way someone like that could exist. Junpei shook his head, trying desperately to clear it, and followed Seven to the operating room where Clover was waiting. Hey, it turned red. Forget about that shit. Alright. Now time for brew. It's blue now. The other leg. This is like the wackest puzzle. Alright, I guess that's everything, right? Okay, here we go. Combine. The clover jump is actually like the best part of the game. What do we do now? Nothing happened. Alright, here we go. Hold up. Okay, let's... It should be in my notes, right? Medical record. 51.3, 53.2. Well, I can just... 51.3. Wow, it was just swap everything. That's retarded. I love his pose. He's like, "Hey Junpei, I just heard something!" Oh right, it's over here. Yeah, Seven's always like ready to bust a nut. Alright, here we go. Junpei. What do you want to do? Told Clover they need to leave. Gave her the 4-leaf clover, so I guess we give her the 4-leaf clover. Oh yeah, he didn't know why, but suddenly Junpei remembered something he'd been given earlier. He reached down into his pocket and dug it out. A 4-leaf clover. Satan had given it to him in the second class room. He held it out to Clover. Did you know that each leaf on the 4-leaf clover means something? Hope, faith, love, and luck. Take it. Use it as a good luck charm. He pressed the 4-leaf clover into her hand. Hope you don't die. Listen to me, Clover. No matter what happens, you can never lose hope. You have to remember what's most important, and that is to have faith and to have love. If you can remember all of those, then that'll bring you good luck. By the way, your brother's dead. Just kidding. He's alive. Snake, I mean your brother, he's not dead. He's alive somewhere. I'm sure of it. You just gotta believe in that. Clover stared at the 4-leaf clover in her hand. He could see tears start to form at the corner of her eyes. Thank you. Her voice was tiny and broken, and as she spoke, she started to cry. She tried to hide her tears by looking at the floor, but it did little good. She wiped away tears from the baggy arms of her jacket, but more quickly took their place. No matter how she tried, she couldn't stop crying. Her tears made small wet circles on the floor. Oops. Thank you, she said it again. Then she looked up at Junpei and seemed to choke down the last of her grief. She did her best to smile. Junpei wiped an errant tear from her cheek with his thumb and gave her the best smile he could manage. Now come on, Seven's waiting for us at the exit. But still, she didn't move. Wait, before we go, there's one thing I want to ask you. What's that? What do you think when you hear the word experiment? For a moment, his mind froze. Then he came back to his senses and realized the word meant nothing to him aside from the dictionary definition. What? Oh, I guess it was just a coincidence then. I mean, that you knew about the 4-leaf clover. Look, I'm sorry. I don't want to sound like a jerk, but you're making less than no sense right now. Oh, no, it's nothing. Just forget it. Oh, don't give me that. You really think I could just drop this? What is this experiment you're talking about? Hold the fuck up. Clover looked away. The four-leaf clover was still in her hand. She stared at it for a long moment and then finally spoke. You promise you won't tell anyone? Cross my heart. Really? Really? I can trust you, right? Of course you can. Clover slipped the four-leaf clover into her pocket. Her eyes still red from crying, she looked up at Junpei. Okay, then I'll tell you. I'll tell you what happened on this ship 9 years ago. Wait. On this ship? Yeah, this ship. He was entirely lost. He had 1,000 questions, but it was probably best, he thought, to save them until Clover had finished. It was an experiment to test some sort of psychic thing. Something about communicating through these fields that you can't see. Ah! Fields that you can't see. He'd heard something like this before. Clover nodded. Like, think about this. Oh my fucking god, no. She pointed at the operating table. On top of it was a somewhat mismatched medical mannequin whose parts had been swapped with another mannequin. This is John, right? But is he really John? All Junpei could think of was she had finally completely lost it. Isn't this like Locke's Socks? Or the ship of the Theseus? Junpei grew even more confused. He'd never heard of either of those things, although they sounded smart. You don't know? You haven't heard of these paradoxes? Junpei shook his head. Clover laughed. Okay, well pay attention then. This is how Locke's Socks works. Let's say I've got a pair of socks. They're my favorite socks. One of them gets a hole in it. What would you do if that were your sock, Junpei? Well, I guess I'd throw it away, yeah. Should I save? I mean, I'd throw it away, I guess. Oh wait, they're my favorite socks. Hold up. Let's say I've got a pair. They're my favorite socks. Yeah, I guess if they're my favorite socks, I mean, those look like shitty ass socks, but like, I guess I'd patch them out. I guess I'd patch it up. See, this game is writing is like on point. It's literally what I said. Get some cloth and close up the hole. But what if another hole opens? I'd add another patch, I suppose. What if another hole opens after that? Another patch, I guess. Well, let's say you just keep adding new patches until eventually the original cloth of the sock is totally gone. Once you get to that point, can you really say they're the same socks you started with? That's tough. Junpei crossed his arms. So that's the locked socks thing? Yeah, the ship of Theseus is a lot like it. Oh, God. The ship of Theseus. If you keep fixing the damaged parts of the ship, eventually it ends up with none of the parts it started with. Can you really say the ship of Theseus that you started with? And what if you took all the old parts for the first ship and built another one somewhere else? Then which ship is the real ship of Theseus? The one you repaired, or the one you built with all the original parts? It was an interesting question. Clover could see Junpei was intrigued. Hey, do you think it's the game? What's the game? These guys. Is it John? Or is it Lucy now? Junpei looked at the operation table again. A mannequin full of body parts from a different body. Clover had been right. It was just like locked socks in the ship of Theseus. The part of the body that holds the person's identity is the head. Of course, for many hundreds of years, conventional wisdom has held that the man's identity resides in his heart, or in any number of internal organs. John's head and heart were both his. But apart from that, a single arm, the rest of his body had once been Lucy's. Was that mannequin really John? This is actually Jaden Smith. We're just like these mannequins. She looked at Junpei again. Think about it. The cells in our body change every day. Old ones die and the new ones are born. Maybe part of my arm is made of stuff from a fish I ate once. Or maybe part of your right side is made from a cow you ate. If you take it a little further, those cows and fishes are made from something else too, right? That's how we're all connected. Through the fields that can't be seen with the naked eye. The silence was broken by 7. Hey! What the hell's taking you two so long? 7's head appeared in the doorway. He was not happy. How long are you gonna make me wait? We don't have time to screw around. Junpei and Clover looked at each other. Clover looked at Junpei as if to say there was more she wanted to tell him. She shook her head. Whatever she had to tell him, she didn't want to tell him in front of 7. 7 seemed to catch on. Oh, what were you two doing? Was it some sort of secret meeting? No, it wasn't. We were just playing with the mannequins. Huh? Let's go, Junpei. Moving a little bit too fast to be entirely innocent, Clover headed towards the exit. 7 started off at her, then turned to Junpei with an amused expression. Playing with the mannequins, huh? Didn't know you were into that kind of thing, Junpei. You're a dick. Junpei dashed past him and traced Clover's path out the door. With a short laugh, 7 followed. They stood looking at the door. Can I, like, fucking go back in time and just screenshot that you're a dick? Hold up. Hold up. I need to go back in time. Fuck. I saved. I'll go back later. They stood looking at the door. Junpei took out the Jupiter key. Alright, I'm gonna open it now. Is that cool? You don't need to keep asking. Just do it, alright? Fine, then. He slid the key into the keyhole, and I didn't read the rest of that sentence. He felt it unlock. Alright, so here we go. Alright, hold up. Before I finish skipping past this, let me get a quick drink. Fucking, you guys posting morphogenic memes without me? You motherfuckers. Yeah, you don't need to post morphogenic memes, though. That's the thing, right? Because they're all in the air, right? Or something. And we can all feel them. Alright. Sorry, hold up. I'm just trying to fucking... This fucking webcam. Come on now. Alright, there we go. Good enough, I guess. They pulled up short in front of Junpei, breathing hard. Alright, blah, 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 blah. Hold on, what? Oh, this is like... Sorry, I'm just like fucking trying to angle this fucking webcam back to how I had it. Okay, I think that's where it was. The key? And that's just what I said. I'm talking about the Jupiter key. We found it in the operating room. Right, Junpei? Junpei nodded. Ah, the solar system keys. Actually, we found one in the laboratory too. Did you? What is this new? Here's the Earth key. Lotus dug out the still warm key with an Earth symbol on it. I might lose it. It's probably better if you hold on to it. That way it won't be my fault if it gets lost. Okay. And with that, she pressed into Junpei's hand. He felt slightly less than honored. As a group, they now had 3 keys that had not been used. The Jupiter key, which had been found in the operating room. The Saturn key card, which has been found in the kitchen. Sorry, whoever wrote about breathing manual, I'm gonna kill you later. The Earth key, which Lois had just handed to Junpei. Junpei tucked the new keys in his fucking pocket. June spoke up. Okay. No, I know exactly what to do with my time. It does normally sit there. Fuck you can't trick me. I will fucking ban the next person who fucking... Alright. I'm asking if you know there's any reason we came back here. Of course there's a reason. Yeah. Okay. June was probably afraid of being locked up in a room with a boy. Oh yeah. You might get wet, son. Then you go to heaven. Right. Alright, fucking for real. Next time you fucking post a thing like that, I will actually ban you. Fucking stop. Alright. Was Zero still on the ship with them? I'm not so sure. That's pretty crazy. Alright. I want to go through door 1.